welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jill and this is Emerald Cottage, where I like to vlog about all things crafty: crochet, knitting, sewing, cross stitching, and any other crafty things that I get up to. I'm doing my first craft fair of the year tomorrow, so I thought I'd just show you quickly what I've been working on, what I've got ready to take with me tomorrow, and I'll show you the prices that I'm going to charge for everything as well. I've got it all in a big box beside me, so I'll be doing a lot of shifting and lifting, so excuse all that. So the first thing I've got to show you is all my neck warmers, which are all made with James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and they look like this. So they've all got a little tag on them, as you can see. The tags were made by, oh, I can't remember, I'll look it up for you. Who was it? Somebody on Etsy. Can't remember their name. And basically the neck warmers just sit like that around your neck. This is a neck warmer. I've got a bunch of different colours. I've got purple, I've got a bluey one, a green one, neutral one, lovely red one. I think that's my favourite, is the red one. So I've got a whole bunch of those. I've then got matching ear warmers. So there's a red one to match. Actually, I'll show you that one because I'll show you that one in a minute. There's a red one to match the neck warmer, and it just sits on your head like that, keeping your ears warm. Cute. So I've also got this really cool thing to display the ear warmers, because if you just put the ear warmer on the table, nobody knows what it is. So I've got this wooden head that I pop the ear warmer on, and it just shows you an example of how you wear it, and it looks just like, I get it on just like that. There we go. So that's my ear warmer stand. So that comes with me. So that's my first box done. In the next box we have all my little cactus plants. So I've got 6 of these. Oh, actually, before I go on with these, neck warmers are £15 and the ear warmers are £6. This is my price list here, which I just have on the stand with me. I don't actually label everything separately because I'm not that organised. So I just have this price list on the stand, and it's double-sided so that I can see the back of it as well. I just got it on one of these acrylic stands that I got from Amazon. So yeah, next up we have the cactus plants. So I've got a bunch of pink ones and a bunch of orange ones. And the price for those is £12, and they come in a little terracotta pot. It is actually a proper pot. I don't glue them in because I figure if I glue them in, you'll see the glue and it'll look a bit naff. So I just have them sitting in so you can straighten them yourself, and they sit really nicely. They're really cute. So I've got 6 of those, I think, or 8 maybe. 2, 4, 6. Oh, so I've got 8 of those. I've then got a bunch of coin purses. Excuse the rustling. Coin purses, which are these little clasp type things, and they're just for carrying loose change. Again, the clasps I got from Amazon, and they're just done with some random cotton thread that I had. I think actually it might be, again, James C. Brett 100% pure DK cotton for a lot of these, if my memory serves rightly. And the purses are £10, so they're quite cute. So I've got a bag full of those. Pour it back in. Those different colours. And then I've got some. Well, I've got one thing actually, which is a bottle holder, which is like for a festival. And this is my own personal one that I use. And it was actually my husband said, why don't you bring it and show it on display at your stand? And I think I will actually, because it's coming up for the festival season quite soon. And you just wear it cross body like that. And you can put your water bottle or your bottle of wine, which I did, in it and carry it around with you. So very handy. And I think I'm going to retail those at £12 as well, because £12 is quite a good price point for a lot of things. Okay, so we've had cactus, we've had the drinks carrier. I've now got all these little pocket hugs that I made. So they're basically a little crochet heart. I charge £2 for these, so they're real pocket money kind of item. And they say on them, here's a little pocket hug, keep it close, warm and snug. Even when I can't be there, hold this tight and know I care. And I think I found the basis of that on somewhere on Google. It might have been on Etsy, so I might have copied it from somebody, I'm not sure. But I think it's quite a widely well used one anyway. I just put on a little bit of backing paper and put in a little kind of cellophane sleeve. So they're £2 each. So I've had quite a few kids buy those they'll buy one for their best friend and things, which is quite cute. And it's just a really simple little crochet heart, really simple. I've got a bunch of different colours of those. So that's that box. Also in this box, I want to show you something, which just bear with me. I bought this to have on my stand to attract customers. I don't think I've shown you it before, but I just saw it in a charity shop. It's brand new for my charity shop, but I saw it in the charity shop and I just thought it looked really lovely. And it's this flowery bottle, which when you switch it on, has a light and it rotates, so it goes all glittery. Can you see? There it goes, all the glitter spinning around in it. Isn't it lovely? I just thought that was really pretty to have on my stand. I'm taking some people think I'm selling it. I'm not selling it. But I just thought it was really sweet. So that'll be in the middle of my stand to attract attention. So that's just coming with me. So switch it off. Pop you back in the box. So I've got a basket of key rings, which are just little heart-shaped key rings with a little charm on it. And they are £8. And again, lots of different colours. I made these quite a while ago. They're not toys, so they don't need to be tested. They do when I say they don't need to be tested, they don't need to go into the toy testing. They have been through the general product safety notes though, and they are all safe and sound, providing they're not used as toys. And then I've got mini bookmarks, or not mini bookmarks, just bookmarks, which I've definitely shown you these before. And these are just a flower with a long chain of crochet chains. And then a leaf on the end, and you just put it in your book with the leaf hanging out the bottom. So they're just really simple little flower. They are £3 each because they're so quick to work up. So I've got a bag of those. I've then got a bunch of hair clips, which have been in my basket of items to sell for a long time now. These are £4 for a pair, which I think is really good value. And they're just hair clips with a little crochet rectangle and a button to turn it into like a bow shape type arrangement. And again, I've got lots of different colours of these. Got red ones, green ones, yellow ones, lots of different ones. So that's those. I've then got some sewn items. Oh, I've actually got some crochet bags first of all. So I've got 2 bags left. I need to make some more of these, but I'm not going to have time for tomorrow. Just little granny square bags for kids. And these are, where are they? Bags, small bags, £12. £12 these are. I just think they're really sweet. And they're lovely and soft. I did them with Stylecraft Specialty Care and they're lovely and soft. So yeah, little bags. Cute, cute. I've got a bunch of pencil cases. Like a massive bunch of pencil cases. I made these all years ago and they've sat in my stash of things to sell since then. I've sold a few, not very many, but a few. I've got some Christmas ones there that don't really need to be out, so they can go on the side. But yeah, they're aimed for kids, so they're all like children's patterns. Really, very cute. And they're just a little pencil case size with a zip. And they're all lined as well. They are £4 because I just want rid of them really, to be honest with you. And then I've got some more boyish looking ones, diggers and tractors and dinosaur bones and cars and things. So yeah, I've got all of those to go. And then I've got a box of tissue holders, again some Christmas ones, little tissue holders which Can't find the pack of tissues at the minute, but you basically put the tissues in there and then they just pop out. It's like a little envelope style, and they just pop out the top like a little pack of Handy Andes or something. And they are, oh, where are they? Tissue holders, £2, because again, I just want rid of those. So, oh, there's my example there. So there's the tissue there coming out the top. Just little tissue holder, so it's quite sweet. So yeah, £2 for those, which I think is bargain. And then I've got my Kindle covers, which I think I've got 6 of these. And they're just a rectangle of little granny squares with a button closure. And they're all made in cotton, all made in James C. Brett, 100% pure DK cotton. And they're very straightforward to make. And I've got 6 of those. I have never actually sold one of these, possibly because people don't know what they are. I do try and put a sign on there, but I don't always remember to put it out. And they are £10. £10 for those. My first bag is teddies. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teddies. I actually thought I had 7. I seem to have lost one somewhere. But anyway, I've got red, purple, blue, they sweet, and then pink and green, and another red one. And they're £12 each, and they've all passed UKCA testing. Those are patterned by Madeline May Co. Called the Mini Belly Bear. I think it isn't available anymore. I looked at Etsy to try and find a link for it last time for you, and there was no link available, so I think it's not available anymore. But that's the pattern I've got printed off from Madeline May Co. Really cute. Oh, they're so sweet. And then these are all my plushes are made in Signet Jelly Baby yarn, which is a sort of chenille yarn. And I think they all take me about 3 hours to make. I'm quite a slow crochet. I don't crochet fast. And also I think it's because of my memory problems. I find it really hard to do amigurumi without using stitch markers. So I use a stitch marker at the beginning of every round. And I have to use that. If I try and wing it, I forget where I am and I make a mistake. So I definitely have to use a stitch marker, which means obviously putting a stitch marker in and out at the end of every round. And I also have to keep a note of which round I'm on. I have to cross it off the list as I go, because again, I just can't remember from one round to the next. So I think that slows me down. I also find working with the chenille yarn, it's quite tricky to find where to put your hook into, because it's quite hard to see the stitches. And also with the cotton yarn that I use for my Kindle covers and bookmarks and things, it's not got much stretch in it, so it's quite hard in your hands as well. So I mean, my preference of yarn to crochet with is Stylecraft Special DK, because it's nice and soft and it's got a nice bit of give to it, but it's no good for things that you want stitch definition, like bookmarks or flowers or Kindle covers, for example. And obviously I can't use it for toys, because the whole idea of these ones is plushy toys. But anyway, that's my teddies. Put them back in the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wish I knew where that 7th one had gone, because I'm sure I made 7. Anyway, that's teddies. I've then got bees and turtles. I think it's showed some of the turtles before, so I've got 2 blue ones. Turtles are £12 as well. 2 blue ones. And 2 green ones. Got a bit of white fluff on him, how does? 2 green ones. 2 pink ones. There we go. 2 pink ones. Oh, there's the other teddy. I knew I had another teddy. There's the green teddy. So I have got 7 teddies. Oh, that's good. That's solved that mystery. And then I've got 1 pink and grey turtle, which I think this was my favourite actually. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's got a little look on his face. Oh, really cute. So that's my turtles. As I say, they're £12. I've then got bees. And bees are £10 because they're a bit easier to make. And they're very cute. Oh, now you're going to ask me who made that pattern. Who made that pattern? I can't remember. No, can't remember. Sorry, I'm not very good. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bees. Probably could have done with another couple, but that's going to have to do for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bees, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turtles. And then the last bag of plushies is all the birds. So I've got flamingos, oops, which are these ones here. And these are a Crochet by Jenna pattern. So I've got, I think I've got about 5 flamingos. 1, 2, oh look, they're just so sweet. I just love them. They're just so quizzical. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flamingos. And again, like everything else, they've passed the UKCA, so they all bear the UKCA mark, which is the worst bit of making these, sewing in the label, as I said before. In fact, on my last vlog, somebody said, could I not just put them on a swing tag? But apparently, according to the legislation, you have to, if the toy's passed UKCA testing, it has to bear the mark on the actual toy. So the other alternative is to make a tiny little UKCA square and just sort of hand sew it on, but I don't think that would look as good. I think this looks much better, albeit it's a faff to do, and I hate sewing on the label, but it has to be done. So that's my flamingos. I've then got ducks. I've got 4 ducks, which are these guys here, again, Crochet by Jenna, because the birds are all the same pattern, just different colour variations. So these are mallards, as you can see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And then I've got chicks. 1, 2, oh, look at these. I just love these. 3, 4. These are new to this market. I haven't had these before. So it'll be interesting to see how they sell. I really wanted to have a bunny to sell, but I just didn't have time to, I didn't think of it in time. So basically, if I want a new model to sell that I haven't sold before, I have to make the first toy of it, test it, wash it, wait for it to dry, test it again. So that all takes at least 2 days because you've got to wait for it to dry overnight. And I've also got to order labels because the labels all have the model number on them. So you can see this one says model number bird. Can you see that? Oh. Model number bird at the top there, bird. So each separate model that you test has to have its own model number, which has to be on the label. So if I want to make a bunny, I've got to call the pattern bunny 1 or bunny 2 or bunny or whatever. I've then got to get a label that says bunny on it, and that takes time to order those, and I just didn't think of it in time. So unfortunately there'll be no Easter bunnies this year, but I'll do it for next year. So that's 4 mallards, 5 flamingos, and 4 chicks. There we go. And then the last thing I've got is I've been making some tulip bouquets, which are new again to this market. And I thought they'd be quite nice for Mother's Day. I'm calling them Mother's Day bouquets. So I've got this one here that's got these 3 colours in it. They're made by, I'll just show you because I've got some, I've got some ongoing. I've got these wooden sticks from Amazon, which cost pennies. And then I wrap them in green yarn. You just twirl it round like that and it wraps around as you go. I've made some leaves. Each one's got a leaf on the stem, so I just hot glue it onto the stem about there. And then you make the tulip by, it's a pattern I got from hookok.com, and it's just basically a flat circle which you then stop increasing so it goes vertical, and then at the end you just pinch in the very top of it to make this tulip shape. And I just wrapped it in brown paper and tied twine around it. I'm not sure how much I'm going to sell these for. I'm either 12 or 15, but I think maybe 12. 12 seems to be quite a good price point for a lot of things. Although 15 seems a bit more reasonable, so I'm not sure. I'm still debating on that. I need to decide today because I need to print out my new price list. But anyway, I've got that red, orange and yellow bouquet. I've got this one with bright colours in it. I've got one that's got very light pastels. And then I've got another one that's got pastels. And I'm just doing one at the minute that's these 3 colours here. Pink, purple and blue. These have just got to be finished off today. So I've got 5 bouquets. 5 bouquets to display. I'm just going to display them in this basket, I think. It seems to fit them quite nicely. Put these back in. Sorry for the rustling. And that's everything that I've got for my craft fair. So it starts tomorrow at, I think it's 11, and I think setups from 10. I'm doing it on my own. It's in a community centre, so there's no need for a gazebo or anything. It's just setting up a table. And the fact they supply the table, I believe. I check that, which would be even better because I don't have to cart my table to and from the car. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll try and get some footage when I'm there if I'm feeling brave. No guarantees though. And then I'll give you a big debrief on Sunday once it's over. So wish me luck. The next time you see me will be at the fair, and I hope it goes okay. I'll see you later. Bye. It's now the day after the fair. I didn't take much footage at the fair for two reasons. One, I kind of forgot, and two, I kind of think I would have felt quite embarrassed. No one else was taking any footage, and it was quite a small venue. So, well, I say a small venue, it was a big hall, but it was a small community centre, if that makes sense. There were probably about maybe 20 vendors in total. But yeah, it went really well. I was really pleased. I was quite busy all the time. It was from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We could set up from 1, and then we weren't allowed to take down until after 4:30. And it was quite busy for all of that period, which was really good. So I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of what I sold, and then tell you the numbers at the end of how much I made. So it started off, the first 10 minutes were slow, nobody at all. I did think, oh God. And then somebody came along and bought a turtle and an ear warmer, random. So the turtle was £12, the ear warmer was £6. I find the ear warmers and the neck warmers just don't sell at all, so I'm not going to make any more of those. They just don't seem to go. I think what attracts people to my stall is toys, because as you'll see in a minute, that's what sells the most. So I'm definitely going to increase the range of models of toys that I make. Of course, that means more testing, but that's fine. I'll do that over the summer. Anyway, the next people that came along were my two friends, Virginia and Caroline, and they bought 2 bears and 1 turtle and a key ring, which was really awesome of them. And that was like, yeah, I've made my table feedback, really good. So I was really chuffed with that. In fact, made my table feedback and then some. So yeah, that was good. Then I sold another turtle. I haven't written down which colours I've sold, but I know which ones I've got left, so I know which ones I've got sold altogether. I then sold a bookmark. I then sold one of my little chicks, although people kept calling them ducks, which is fine, they can call them what they want. But it was one of the yellow and orange chicks sold. Then I sold another turtle, so they've been really popular. And I kind of wish they weren't popular because they're the most fiddliest of the things to make of all of them. I hate making them. And now I've got to make about another 6 to replace the ones that got sold. And then sold a duck, one of the actual ducks, the mallard duck type things, and they were £12. So I should say the chick, the turtle and the duck were all £12 each. Then somebody came and bought a bouquet, which was awesome. So I was a bit like, oh, they're not moving. And some people said, oh, that's a lovely idea, but then didn't buy anything. I was like, oh, when are these going to shift? And then finally, as I say, somebody came along to buy one. So she wanted one for a friend of hers. She just had a new baby boy. And she asked if she could swap the colours around, which was fine by me. I was able to swap them around, no bother. And she took one, I think it was pale blue, pale yellow and orange, which personally I think pale blue, pale yellow and white was a nicer combination, but each to their own. She also bought a bookmark for £3. And then right at the end of the show, I sold a bee for £10. So that was everything. Now, I have to let you know that obviously this is not as good as those American craft fairs that are huge and last all day and make $1,000. Our craft fairs just aren't like that, and they're just not. They're much smaller affairs. Anyway, so the total numbers that I made were, I made £27 in cash, and in card payments I took £114. So that was a total of £141. minus my table fee of £15, gives me a profit of £126, which I think is really good for a couple of hours. Although having said that, it does take a couple of weeks to prep all the stock, so you know, it's not the greatest rate of pay ever. However, I make my stuff to sell. I wanted to actually sell, so I'm quite pleased that it all sold so well. But as you can tell from the rundown, it's mostly toys that sold. So I sold 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles, 2 bears, 1 chick, 1 duck, and yeah, that was it. And then the bouquet was the other £15 item. But yeah, the toys definitely sell the best. So my plan for upcoming fairs, well, for my next fair, I'm just going to sell the toys that I've got already. I'm going to make some more. For future fairs from Christmas onwards, I'm going to use the summer to test more models. And I've got a list of things that I want to make. So I want to make loaf cats. I want to make unicorns of some kind. I want to make bunnies ready for next Easter. And I want to make dogs. I think that would be a nice little addition to my range. So if I can get bunnies, unicorns, cats and dogs sorted out, that'll be a good step forward. And then see if maybe I'd like to do some small mystery boxes, but the problem with those is the smaller items tend to be no-sew, and then they tend to fail testing when you hang a weight off the bobbly bit that's the foot. They just fail testing. So I've got to find a way of strengthening those joins without compromising the look of the toy. So yeah, so that's my task, if you like, for over the summer. So yes, that was yesterday's market. Went really well, really chuffed, nice to see friends. I was actually placed on a stall next to my friend running her stall, so that was really nice. We could sit and chat for the whole time. I did a bit of crochet while I was there as well, so that was good. And then since I got back, so last night when I got back about 5:30, had some dinner, watched some TV, and decided that I wasn't going to do any more crochet. I was going to have a break from crochet, and I've been doing this cross stitch, which I got in the post yesterday, and it's this one here. And I'm doing it for Mother's Day for next weekend for my mum. Of course, as usual, I've left it too late to start. And I've done this amount so far. I did that last night. I've used half the pink thread and I've got more than half the letters to go. So that's a bit worrying that it's going to run out, but I've got a stash of colours. So hopefully I'll find something that's a close enough match. So yeah, so that's my update for today. Hope everybody's well. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel, which really helps me as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.